We're live.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
We're good,
All
man.
right.
What are we doing?
To our wives and girlfriends, may they never meet. And really just drink water with the whiskey.
What's up, everybody? My name is Garrett Webb. This is Christopher Rodinger. Polar Bear can't be with us because he's laying down. He drank too much in the Gold Digger video. So
Is this like a special without the whole crew here? Or is it just?
I mean, stuff's gonna happen sometimes. I guess I told him he could just sit and not say anything, and he could even put sunglasses on and have his eyes closed, just so it, like, continuity's sake, he's still here. But he said he's not feeling great. We could have just not done one this week, but instead we're gonna power through, and we're gonna do. It might be a special. This is gonna be
all for the algorithm.
Yeah, this will be an extra nerdy special because Connor's not into like Star Wars.
Yeah, so I guess that's cool.
Yeah, so Connor's not too into that stuff, so we'll be able to talk about some shit that he doesn't care about. So that'll be fun.
So where are we gonna crack that case open at?
What did Han shoot first? Does Han shoot?
That's what we go to.
Yeah.
One of the most debated things.
I don't know. Is it debated or is it just...
It used to be heavily debated.
Because everyone now is like, he just did shoot first.
Yeah,
but, they
shot.
changed it. And now that, they changed it like 3 times. And then recently, if you watch it now, there's an edit where he says something. What does he say? Right before he shoots, like, the Greedo.
Greedo. Yeah, Greedo.
What does he say? He says, like, chew monkey or some stupid fucking weird word like that.
But he's speaking Greedo's
Yeah, he's speaking his language, but they threw in just an extra word in there right before he shot just to, like, fuck with people that were already fucked up about it. George Lucas is a total troll, man. I like George Lucas.
Oh, my God.
I love George Lucas.
Actually, I don't value that about him necessarily.
Yeah.
But it always comes great in the stories,
Yeah, it's like Star Wars. These movies are for kids. Like, he was like swearing up and down by that during the prequels. It's like the part where he's like getting burned alive and fucking like that's for kids, man.
Hey, I mean, we are allowed to go to Catholic schools. I'm just saying.
I said I killed the women and children. I told Connor. I said I killed the women and the children.
You killed the women and the children.
Of the
sand people.
The sand people.
He fucked them up, dude. He did.
And then remember what Natalie Portman, Princess Padme or Queen Padme, is that
Princess Amidala?
Armadillo?
Armadillo.
She said she was like, that's fine. I love you still, even though you're.
Wait,
she didn't care. She did not care.
Wait, no, I think I have mine wrong. Amidala.
I think that's what she was called in the first one? Amidala. Queen Amidala.
No, in the first, it's Princess Leia.
No. Episode 1 is what I was talking about, yeah.
Episode 1?
Yeah. What's she called in that?
Princess Amidala? No, Senator Amidala?
Yeah, I think so.
Senator Amidala? I don't know. I watched Clone Wars. Be honest with you, there's a lot of Star Wars going around.
There's a lot of
right
Star
now.
Wars. And then the second one, she's like, Anakin, oh, you've grown. It's like...
Actually, yeah, can we address that?
Like you're a man now. I wiped your poopy butt in the last movie.
At least 16 and he was... How old was he?
In the first one?
Yeah.
I think he was supposed to be 9. I think she's way older. I think she in that movie she's actually supposed to be 14.
14.
But she doesn't look 14. She might have actually been 14 though.
She looks about 16.
Me too, but I think I heard that she's supposed to be 14.
Here nor there. It's just you saw this kid slave grow up and then I don't know. Watching somebody grow up, it's like...
Well, she hadn't seen him since he was a boy, but it still was weird that immediately she was like...
I guess that changes it a little bit, but... I don't know.
It was weird. She was weirded out by him, too. There's a theory that he used the Force to trick her into falling in love with him. Because after he started being creepy at first, she started being, like pushing off. And, I don't know, maybe he used a mind trick.
No, I haven't heard that theory, but I mean, it's plausible. You can technically do it, but that means he would have been on the dark side of the Force a lot longer than we thought he was.
Well, I mean, he was remember he was wearing like the black cloaks even as a Jedi. And that's
was
a
like
sign
an
that you got
edgy
one
Jedi,
foot
man.
in. I mean, Luke did it, but Luke. I said Luke did it.
Luke did it. Can't do it because Luke did it. It's like, South Park did it.
Yeah.
No,
Simpsons did it in
yeah.
South Park. Yeah.
Simpsons did it.
I feel like I love that episode because it really teaches you like everything has been done in a way, but you have to be creative about the way you steal. You know, like Futurama is a million like inspirations. You just have to like also be creative and bring your own thing.
Well, that's the thing.
Put your real heart into
it. What's the word? Plagiarize something. You got to put your own flavor on it. Yeah, that's the word. Flavor.
You think Luke and Leia fucked?
I think they got close to it. What happened on the forest, man? Only the bears know. Only the Ewoks know, man. Is that even the right one?
Forest?
Yeah, Ewoks in the forest. What happened?
That's when he already knew that she was his sister at that point.
Fuck.
You think they did it after they knew?
No. I fucked up on my continuity there. My bad.
She was like, Luke was like, "You're my sister," and Leia's like, "I think I've known all along. I still want it though."
Well, they weren't on Kashyyyk together, and I know that for a fact. So I can indoor the forest plant, the forest moon indoor.
That's awesome, man. That's awful. Yo.
I'm sorry.
No, not you. When the fucking Luke and Leia stuff.
Oh yeah,
man.
Like it.
They kissed twice.
Yeah, and George Lucas just threw it in there casually. He was like, "Yeah. Oh, by the way, I know they're already gonna be siblings, but."
I don't think he knew. I think he knew some of the things early on. I don't think he knew that. Ain't no way.
That's fair because
you believe in Helen Keller? Let's not address that. Next.
All right, keep it
Some
rolling.
people don't believe in Helen Keller.
Who is your favorite smuggler?
Smuggler? You mean? I can't even tell you one other than Han Solo.
Oh, well, I'm gonna tell you about Hondo Anaka.
Hondo Anaka.
I believe that is his name. He's he's a space pirate, man. He's not only a space pirate, he is Captain Space Pirate, man. He's awesome. He's so chill about shit. Because, okay, so in the Clone Wars, spoilers if anyone hasn't watched it, but you should have. In the Clone Wars, there's one part where the Jedi Council's basically like, no, we can't help directly because we're so involved with the Grand Republic. But you're right, we should help. So they send, Obi-Wan and Anakin to go talk. Well, I think they technically sent Ahsoka to go talk to the pirates. Okay, so it was Ahsoka and Anakin, they went and talked to the pirates. And Obi-Wan and the Rex and all them, Rex and all them, they went to the planet as undercover insurgents to give the civilians training and weapons. And in order to get the weapons, they took a bunch of credits. I'm not sure how unmarked credits work in that society. But they took a bunch of credits and took it to the pirates, which they already had interactions with Hondo, so they already knew him and everything. But he just comes out so casual and shit. And then the deal actually gets ambushed, if I remember correctly. And he's just kind of like, oh, fuck. They're not going to get my ship. I'm not giving it justice, but it's great. It's great, dude. Hondo Anaka, he was sold into slavery by his parents. His story is fantastic. Look it up.
Well, that's great. I will look it up, actually.
Yeah, Hondo Anaka.
I want you to look up. There's a non-canon book that was written in case in case Star Wars didn't do well. That they ended up they published the book, but it was never really canon. So it's like the original sequel to Star Wars. And it's like before it proves that they did not know that Luke and Leia were gonna be brother and sister, because there's like way more flirting in that. And Han Solo's not in this because it's like imagined as if they wrote it as if they were gonna have less money. And so like at one point they're like in a bar, and then like Luke sees some stormtroopers coming up, and so Luke like hauls back and just backhands Leia. And like, yeah, just smacks her in the face.
I've seen memes about this.
Yeah. But he said he did it to pretended she was his slave.
Yeah.
No,
and
then they go outside later, and then in front of stormtroopers to get him back, she pushes him in like a puddle, and then all the stormtroopers are like, a slave shouldn't treat, and so she gets him busted, and it's like, yeah. Obviously, he shouldn't like backhanded you, but it's not the time. You're gonna get caught by the space Nazis. Leia.
Okay, that's conflicting because obviously, no, ideally you shouldn't hit her. But you've already put up the front that you're a slave. Let's just keep rolling with it until you don't have to.
I say the problem lies with the person that wrote that scenario in the first place.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree with you. But I'm not thinking about that. I was thinking about like real like logic there. Like you're on the run from a intergalactic empire. Fuck, dude. Like keep it under control. He shouldn't have done it, but he did it. So let's get back to the ship, then beat his ass for it. You know.
Yeah. You like Star Trek?
I'm not as familiar with Star Trek, but it's not bad.
I never was. I started watching a couple of the movies. Like apparently they say like every other Star Trek movie's good. It's like Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan is really good. Star Trek 4, they go back in time to like the present day, which at the time was the 80s, and they try to save a bunch of whales. It's crazy. That movie's insane. Star Trek 4.
Save the whales.
The Voyage Home. Oh my fucking god. You should watch that one tonight. That one's wild. Spock ends up like swimming like in his underwear in like a dolphin tank.
Is that what you dream about?
Yeah, now after seeing it.
Were you the dolphin?
No.
You brush against Spock.
You know dolphins rape a
yes,
lot. Rape to death.
Actually, there's only like I think a handful of mammals that have sex for pleasure. And besides humans, dolphins are one of them.
I know, like, not that many animals rape that viciously.
No, I'm not talking about the rape.
I know. That's all I know.
That's what they're doing it for. I mean,
see the King of the Hill episode? Hank Hill gets, like, raped by a dolphin in an episode, yeah. It's pretty good. King of the Hill's pretty tight. Remember when what's her name's boyfriend like blows up? And like a propane explosion.
Oh, what was his name?
That show's awesome.
She kept his trampoline.
That's awesome, bro.
Buckley? Fuck. Is that his name?
Yeah,
Buckley?
I think so. God damn.
And he's like, wasn't he kind of like an asshole?
Yeah, he was a douchebag.
What was her name?
I don't know if he deserved to blow up.
What was her name? Debbie?
I almost said Diane. But that's like Cheers. You want to spend the rest of the podcast thinking about it?
No,
you got a minute if you want to. It's
no.
I'm kidding. I'm
moving on. I'm moving on.
I can't remember her name either.
It's gonna be stuck on it.
I'll ask Connor.
Dude.
Luann.
Luann.
I didn't even have to.
Wow. Pop culture 101, guys. Good job.
What do you think of Beavis and Butthead? I haven't seen too much of it.
Actually, I've watched maybe a handful of episodes, but I was always more of a South Park. I didn't really like
South Park's my shit.
South Park.
Beavis or Butthead, either show.
Yeah, that's not what I meant. But I just, as characters, I didn't really like. I thought they were funny to an extent, but at a certain point, I was just like,
yeah,
really? I don't know.
It wasn't my thing either. I always liked not Star Trek, South Park, and just getting traumatized,
right?
Or like
right off the bat, just to rip off the Band-Aid, I guess.
And you know what's funny? I could deal with Robot Chicken more as a child than I can now. So like now, like I don't even want to watch this.
It's boring now.
It was just, it's
Back in the day,
Yeah.
I never thought it was traumatizing. Maybe I'm
As a
already
little kid,
traumatized.
well, more like
But-
it just fucked me up. Like it was just really like
It,
get stuck.
I
I'd
don't
watch it
know,
really
dude.
late. I don't know.
I would love watching it. What I
did
didn't like
too. I was,
watching
like,
is
enjoying
waking up
it.
to Adult Swim about 4 in the morning. No, about 3 in the morning, where you're just like, why am I? What the fuck is on the TV?
I was the type of child that enjoyed being traumatized, though.
Is that?
You know,
I guess it's what
from
you
like
view as
television.
trauma.
I guess that sounds weird.
I guess. Look, I don't want to sound weird, but I've had a viewed frame of trauma, I guess. Because my family's love language is like, we'll pick on you and make fun of you like the whole fucking time. Like,
Yeah.
for example, in kindergarten, I didn't realize I was getting bullied until the dude, like, pushed me. Because he was just picking on me, and I was like, yeah. And then I guess that attitude pissed him off, so he pushed me, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I got kicked. I'm not gonna. We're not gonna discuss this much, but I got kicked out of. No, I didn't get kicked out. I got in trouble for like in like 5th grade for like hitting some kid with a belt like in class, and I wasn't even like trying to like be rude or like fight him. I just kind of thought it was funny. It was actually 4th grade, and I just clearly like wasn't like. I guess the joke didn't land.
The hit did, though.
Yeah, it did.
The punchline just wasn't there. The punch was, the line wasn't, I guess.
In like in like
Why
2nd
would you
grade.
just... We're not talking about Star Wars anymore, but why would you just whack a kid with a belt?
To this day, I couldn't tell you.
You were just seriously like you.
And
I'm
like
assuming you were wearing the belt originally.
Yeah, I took it off in class.
So you just went.
I was sitting next
Yep.
to him, so I didn't stand up and like, and I was like laughing. And then like in like 2nd grade or maybe 3rd, I don't know. I like threw a hockey. I was just like in like this daycare thing, like this church like after school, our summer school thing, and they had like an air hockey table. There wasn't a lot of people. I just picked up a hockey puck. I wasn't trying to hit a kid, but I just threw it in the air. I just picked up a hockey puck out there and went, and then it just went. It just hit a kid in the head.
Did you look where you were throwing?
The kid was like 2 or 3 years younger than me. Yeah, nah.
You looked where you were.
No,
throwing.
I didn't. I think I just picked him up. Just, it just went.
Okay, I guess that's a little.
Not
bit
good
better,
either.
But
Not a good thing. to do.
No.
There's a thing called intrusive thoughts, and sometimes they get you. Sometimes they.
No.
Sometimes you listen.
I mean, I always listen, but you don't act.
Kindergarten. One day I just took scissors and just started cutting into my shirt. I just like. And just cut like a whole giant
What
thing.
kindergarten did you go to?
Well, I had my jacket zipped up, so
What
no one saw
kindergarten
me.
did you go to?
Rivercrest Elementary.
Oh, okay, never mind.
What is that?
Huh?
Matt, why?
Because some kid did that at my school, but I went to Bartlett Elementary.
I was a grade
Oh
ahead of you.
shit! I guess we already triangulated enough. It doesn't matter.
I went to Bartlett Elementary for a while. When did you go? So I must have been in 1st grade when you were at kindergarten there. So when you were in kindergarten at Bartlett Elementary, I was starting my first year at Bartlett Elementary from 1st grade. Because I switched there.
It's funny.
Nobody go to Bartlett Elementary. I don't mean to be like drawing attention to Bartlett. No one bomb.
Why did it stop? Nobody was thinking that. They probably were just like, oh, elementary school. I guess if they wanted to, be a little random.
I couldn't even finish the sentence.
Okay,
I
if
was like,
it's
I
on the
can't
news tomorrow, I'm blaming you. Like
I
that.
can't say. Don't.
I feel like we got sidetracked.
Yes, and that was great. All right, so what's y'all guys' favorite Star Trek movie? Put it in the comments, and if not,
If you say Next Generation, I might have an issue.
you don't like Next Generation people
No,
like that.
I have no problem with it. I just wanted to See the reaction.
Yo, good. Oh, that's actually good. Even if we get negative, dislikes also work in our favor.
Publicity, man.
Dislikes are basically the same thing as getting likes on your video. Like I heard, or maybe not the same, but
it's
closer
not the
than
same.
closer than you think, because it's still interaction. Comments, even if they're negative comments, are still comments.
If you interact with the post is getting activity. Therefore,
yeah. It publishes and people send it around. Thank you guys for watching the podcast. Goodbye.
Have a good day. Stay safe.
Follow Chris on Twitter.
I don't have a Twitter. Yes, I do.
Oh no.
I don't know the password. It doesn't matter. Bye.